I think there's a huge opportunity when you take a look at the stores that are around here and you take a look at the people that come down to this market, so the fact that it's one of the oldest, continually operating markets in the country. I mean, people come to see Byward Market because of the market. They don't come to see the parked cars. And so the idea that you could create a much more inviting streetscape that would encourage people to come and walk around and walk in and out of the stores and not have to circle around and look for a parking space. What we found in New York City when we pedestrianized Times Square was that it was much better for business. Times Square turned from a very poor performing retail district to being one of the top 10 retail districts in the world. And that's because people were able to just walk in and out of the stores, and they were able to sit down, take a load off, enjoy the beauty of Times Square and the signs and the people and the energy. And I see much the same opportunities here. This is a beautiful, beautiful city, and you look around at the buildings that are here and the shops that are here, and it just seems to be a great opportunity to try something new. And you can try it and see if it works, and if it doesn't work, you can always bring the cars back. But what we found in Times Square was that when we pedestrianized it, and there was a problem at one point when people complained that there were these cartoon characters that were soliciting tips from tourists, and they were getting aggressive, and some people suggested that the way to solve that was that they were going to put the cars back in Times Square and tear out the plaza. And it was amazing because New Yorkers came out in droves to defend the plazas. And it was a huge change. 6 years earlier, they couldn't imagine that we would take the cars out of Times Square, and 6 years later, they couldn't imagine putting them back in.